Hello, it's Laura Gathers with Love, Heart, and Marriage Coaching. I want to take time today to talk to you about marital injuries. Sometimes our spouses are injured due to things that we have said or done, and we are not aware of it. All we see are the results of the injury. We're not aware that they are injured. And it is very important as the spouse, if you are the injured spouse, that you learn to communicate that to your spouse. They will not know how to fix the issue. They won't even know what the issue is unless you take the time to tell them what has happened. And once you do that, you can develop a plan that is going to help you get through that injury. You cannot just clock out. You can't just go sit on the bench and say, you know what, you're going to have to figure this out. You did it, you fix it. And they don't even know what to fix or how to fix it. Yesterday, I injured my big toe. Not my big toe. I injured two of my toes. I stomped them. And this injury is not something that my husband could see. But it hurts. Trust me, it hurts. And if I did not go to him and say, honey, I injured my toe, he wouldn't know. I'm not limping. I don't have tape wrapped around my foot, but it hurts. And if my husband is not aware that I am injured, there's nothing he can do to fix it. So once I told him what happened, we can come up with a solution. And even in the midst of this injury, it has not prevented me from continuing on in life. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This morning, I did not want to get up and go to my exercise class. I have weightlifting on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do the full workout, so I might as well clock out. I might as well stay home. Well, that's not how it happens. That's not real life. I still need to exercise. And so I went to that class and I modified that workout. Everything that I could do, I did. And I did it to my full out potential. I exhausted all of my energy there. So no, I couldn't do lunges. So I did squats. And I put some more weight on that bar. And I got as low as I possibly could so that I could still get results. What am I saying? I am saying that even if you are injured, whether it's a small injury or a large one, figure out what you can do. Figure out how you can continue on in your marriage. Don't clock out. Don't quit on your spouse. Don't say, honey, I'm done. You need to fix this, because they cannot fix it by themselves. You have to be a participant in the healing, in the fixing of the injury. Now, they might be able, think about this. If you get hurt on a team, your coach might be able to pay for your physical therapy. But if you don't go, they can't make you go. And the same is true in your marriage. Your spouse can do whatever it is that you're asking them to do. But if you don't forgive them, and if you aren't willing to move on, guess what? It's not going to matter. So I want to take time today to encourage you to figure out how to play through the injury. Figure out what it is that you need to do so that you can continue on in your marriage. Don't clock out on them. Figure out how to stay in the game. And as I'm talking to you, I have this picture of that game. I think it was a championship game where Michael Jordan played with the flu. His team needed him and he was sick. But you know what? He delivered. He delivered for his team and they won. And I think it was one of his best games. And we have that same ability inside of us. There's a little bit of Michael Jordan inside of all of us. We can dig deep down inside. Matter of fact, we got something better than Michael Jordan. We have Jesus, the one that we can do all things through. So we need to dig deep down inside of us and say, okay, my spouse has said or done something that has injured me. Lord, show me how to forgive them. Show me how to modify what I normally do while I'm healing, but continue on in the marriage. I'm not going to clock out on them. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to go sit on a bench and let them do all the work, because I'm a part of this marriage. And I am going to make sure that I am doing all that I can do while I'm injured. So Father, I pray for every single person that is injured in marriage. I pray first that they have expressed this injury to their spouse so that they can develop a plan in which they can start the healing process. And Father, I pray that they will not clock out on their spouse, but that they would find a way to walk into that healing, to walk into that forgiveness so that they can be whole, nothing missing, lacking, or broken, so that their marriage can be restored. Father, I thank you for every marriage, and I pray that you would just cover us, cover our thought process. May we no longer think that our spouse is able to see everything that they do wrong. May we take responsibility for communicating how what they do, how it affects us. Father, I just thank you for your grace. May we show grace to our spouses. May we recognize they are not all knowing like you are. Father, I thank you for marriages. I pray that you would just cover us, Lord. Cover our minds, cover our thoughts. In Jesus' holy name I pray. Amen. This is Laura Gathers with Love Harder Marriage Coaching. I pray that this video blesses you and encourages you to continue on in your marriage, to continue on to be there for your spouse. Go ahead and like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be blessed.